The battle over the name of Washington's football team after the NFL franchise announced this week it would be dropping its long controversial name. The team is currently going through the process of selecting a new name, but one man in Virginia, he may just hold the key. That's because Martin McCaulay, for years, has made it a hobby of his to apply for and register 44 separate trademarks for alternate names for the Washington team. Names like the Washington Red Tails, the Monuments, and the Pigskins, just to name a few. And Martin McCaulay joins us now. Martin, so you're an actuary by profession. Just explain to our viewers how you got into this hobby and what it's required over the years in order to keep these trademarks.
Hi, Lindsay. You can call me the trademark hog. I started this 6 years ago as a joke. I thought it would be funny to get a trademark for the name Washington Pigskins. I applied for a trademark for Washington Pigskins, and the NFL trademark attorneys wrote me and told me they were aware of my application, and that sounded a lot like the name of the Washington football team, but they would allow it. And I was so excited that I got contacted by the NFL that I went out and got Washington Pandas. And I did not stop there. This is a very expensive hobby. I have registered trademarks from 2015 for the following possible names. So hail to the Washington Veterans, Americans, Monuments, Federals, Renegades, Gladiators, Founders, Football Clubs, Pandas, Pigskins, or Red-Tailed Hawks. And I think with red-tailed hawks, they could be either the red tails or the red hawks.
So you say this was all a joke. 6 years later, you're still laughing? Is it a personal joke? Or what do you hope to accomplish with this?
Well, trademarks expire in 6 years, and these are just about 6 years old. I was just going to let them expire. And then recently, it looked like the name was going to change. And I heard a lot of people talking about possible names, and all of those names that I have registered trademarks for were being mentioned. And then I saw that people are even betting on these names, and every one of the favorites on the odds board were names that I had. So I wrote to the NFL. This was on July 4th, because on July 3rd, they said they're going to review the name. They didn't say they're going to change it. They just said they're going to do a review. So I sent an email because the NFL trademark attorneys had contacted me 5 years earlier about Pigskins. So I had their contact information, and they did me a favor. So I thought I will return a favor. I wrote them an email with the subject line, free trademarks. I listed all those registered trademarks. And I said, you can use these for free. And I thought I was doing them a solid, because if they start from scratch and try to get a trademark, that's going to take at least 7 months if everything goes well. And my understanding was they were going to try to get a name in place in 2 months. So I thought, I have registered trademarks. I'm not going to renew these. I thought the team might like to use one. So they were offered free trademarks. And they did not respond, so I asked, you didn't answer me when I asked if you wanted free trademarks. Do you want me to pay you to take these trademarks off my hands? And that is literally what I am doing now. I had to reach into my own pocket and pay a $400 an hour trademark attorney to contact the team and tell them I had trademarks that they can have for free. Well, I do want them to make a charity contribution. I have asked that they make a contribution to the American Indian Graduate Center and a contribution to the unrecognized tribal communities.
So you say that you've gotten some backlash and even threats from critics who say that you're holding up the process of the team changing their name by owning these trademarks. I know you disagree, so let's just clarify your position. Are you looking to sell the trademarks to the team or NFL, or you just simply want them to repay you for your own legal fees?
That would be nice to be reimbursed for this $400 an hour attorney. I had the offer on the table. These were free 10 days before they changed the name, and that's still the offer. I think they should take my offer, because then they would have a registered trademark in place.
Have you heard anything back at all yet from the NFL or this particular team? And if not, what's your message to the owner, Dan Schneider, as far as what you'd like to see happen next?
He's got my lawyer's information. He can contact him to work out all the details of how do you transfer trademarks for free. Do I assign them? Do I cancel mine? Just let me get out of the way. Tell me how I can get out of the way. They don't need to contact me the way trademarks work. They can just apply for all the trademarks using one of my names and apply for it for football games, jerseys, bobbleheads, anything. And then that doesn't even show up in front of a trademark attorney's desk for 3 months. So any time between then 3 months, they can contact my attorney and tell me, what do I need to do? I do not want to be an obstacle.
So we've, of course, mentioned some of the names that you've trademarked. If you were to own the Washington NFL franchise, what would be your top pick for the new name? And regardless of the final name that they choose, are you glad that they're making the name change?
Yes, it's overdue. They needed to change this racist name decades ago. And it's not just the racist names. Fans should not show up in red face paint and feathers. So the time is now. Native Americans are not the mascots. But if they do change the name, my pick would be Washington Pandas.
The Pandas. Okay, you heard it here first. All right, Martin McCaulay, we thank you so much for your time. Good to talk to you.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.